I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period. I've never spoken to my son about growing business. I don't know what he was doing. I know he was on the board. I found out he was on the board after he was on the board, and that was it.
Remember that? Well, an explosive new movie blows the lid off of those repeated claims that President Biden never had anything to do with his son's business dealings and explores the self-destructive lifestyle of the president's son. Take a look.
You had everything, Hunter, and you threw it all away. You hope the laptop will take down everybody with you.
Get out! China's not our enemy. They're not bad folks. I love my dad, and I just want to make him proud.
My Son Hunter, which was released earlier this week, is based on investigative reporting and information recovered from Hunter Biden's own laptop. Joining us to discuss is the film's director, actor, singer, founder and CEO of Sunlion Records and Sunlion Films, Mr. Robert Davi. Mr. Davi, thank you so much for being here.
Tom, thank you for having me.
So this is pretty hard-hitting stuff. Why did you feel compelled to get involved with this project?
Well, I think as most of America watched for years the Trump administration, or Donald Trump, with the Russian collusion, I was very upset about the continued attacks on that. And we find out that, of course, it was the Steele dossier was paid for by the opposing campaign, and that stuff was manufactured and made up. But meanwhile now, okay, fair game. Now the laptop comes along, and it's a true story, but yet it's been buried. The mainstream media and big tech buried it, and we now have evidence because the Mark Zuckerberg came out and said to the FBI, said, squash the story, basically.
Right.
It's been done all over the place, that the media ignored it. I mean, it's shocking.
Yeah.
And that started to get me, you get frustrated. You watch, look at, we're all partisan to some extent, but you want at least the truth to be told out there.
Yeah.
And let the country and the media be fair about reporting incidences.
Yeah.
And when I got this script, it kind of dropped out of the sky. The Unreported Society, Philip McAleer and Ann McAnally and Magda Saikeda, part of that. She had seen a film I did, The Dukes, and they asked if I would direct it. And I said, yes, but I have a certain, I don't want to make a typical, conservative, bashy movie. I wanted to do something that was the fashion for me after American Hustle, the great David O. Russell film, or The Wolf of Wall Street, that told the story without absolutely commenting or demonizing on the character, because you don't have to. It's right there.
Right.
The audience can judge for themselves. And
that's so important, because as you said, you put the information out there, let people make up their own mind. But that's not, unfortunately, the society that we live in. We have active information management between very, very powerful forces that are sort of warping what people actually get. Let's take a look at another clip from the film.
Devon Archer is telling Joe Biden he just joined the board of the Ukraine energy company Burisma. At the same time, VP Joe is the point man for President Obama in the Ukraine. So the obvious next question is,
Where's Hunter?
Hunter never actually went to Ukraine during all this, but don't let that fool you. 3 weeks later, he was appointed to the board of Burisma.
Like my dad says, we never discuss my businesses, period. My word is a Biden.
Now, Mr. Davi, you took information from the laptop, emails, meetings, photos, even information about the drugs, the amateur pornography, and you kind of put all of this stuff together. And we have heard about Burisma, but what are some of the other pieces of information from the laptop do you think folks would be most interested in?
Well, first off, I think they'd be most interested in the tremendous performances. Lawrence Fox plays Hunter Biden. Joe Biden is played by John James. Gina Carano plays the Secret Service agent, and the story, Tom, is told through the eyes of a 25-year-old left-wing activist.
Interesting.
Who works as a stripper to pay for her college education and then hooks up, there she is, with Hunter Biden, and they start a relationship. And in finding out who he is through the relationship, she doesn't know. But at a certain point early on, she finds out this is Joe Biden's son, and then it explodes. The story explodes.
Yeah.
And you'll find there are many things that people don't know. I mean, it was funny, without getting specific, because I want people to go to mysonhunter.com,
Sure.
mysonhunter.com, and let's get this film right away. You know what I mean? It's like a vote. It's important that culture, that if you want good, more entertainment, you've got to vote with your pocketbook a little bit. And this film was really crowdfunded by the frustration of the American people not having a story told. And now here we have it. So there's a lot of information in the film that the public will be surprised at. Some of the left-wing media, and we've gotten some rave reviews on the film, absolutely tremendous reviews on the film. But some of the left-wing media that want to, of course, stab it a little bit, had said a few incidents, and I'll give you one incident, that they go, oh, there's a scene when Hunter Biden goes into a homeless encampment to get drugs. And they go, how unbelievable is that? This guy had more money and he can get drugs whenever he wants. To think they put him in that to make it look like, well, I got that from Beautiful Things, from Hunter's own autobiography, where a gun was pulled on him. That's in the film. And there are many elements like that in the film that were extracted, that they researched. Brian Gatto, the screenplay writer, researched with Philip McAleer and on his own. And then when I got the script, that's another dimension when a director gets involved, giving his idea of what he wants to make in a picture. So there's tons of interesting and emotional moments.
Well, look, this is a family that is, the more that you dig deep, you see just how incredibly gut-wrenchingly dysfunctional the whole thing really has been, and kind of been hidden from public view for many, many years. Mr. Davi, how can people watch it again? Where can they go find it?
mysonhunter.com.
Okay.
And you can press on that. It's been distributed by Breitbart. You can go on Breitbart. You can click on that. It'll take you to the link.
Okay.
You can own it. Tell your friends about it. The film has gotten tremendous buzz. Someone just said that for this film, for what's being done in an promotional way, it would have a 3,000 screen opening.
Yeah.
And it's up because the public are hungry for the story, and it's told in a way that, it's an interesting film and not just a piece of propaganda.
Okay, all right. Robert Davi, thank you so much. Director of My Son Hunter. Appreciate you being here, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. September is historically the worst performing month for the stock market, so you better be ready for it. The Fed continues to aggressively raise rates, and JP Morgan is forecasting another mega rate hike September the 21st. Is that why Jamie Dimon said an economic hurricane is coming our way? Well, gold and silver have remained remarkably stable despite the Fed aggressively raising rates today. The Patriot Gold Group has a special incentive for Newsmax viewers. Huge! Now precious metals investors can enjoy the no-fee for life gold and silver IRA on qualifying rollovers, or enjoy free, discreet, insured shipping on all direct gold and silver purchases. Here's the number, 800-356-4470. Call 800-356-4470 today.